Hey guys, just before the video starts, I do want to say I'm sorry for sounding very tired in this video. I have been streaming on TikTok, which, yeah, cool, wow, so fun. But I've been streaming on there and I was just getting really tired and I was annoyed about the Anime Last Stand update that they had today and was just annoyed of how they are dealing with that system with the new event. But today we're on AV looking at the update, and two units that I'm really happy of showcasing and actually having is the Hollow Knight character and Godzilla, which are two funny units that I really wanted to see the most. I do have a few other units that I have in this video that I'm going to be showcasing as well near the end, but I'm not really excited about those units as much. I am trying to get Dio over Heaven right now, and it is just taking a lot longer than I was thinking it was going to be, but also just focusing on other characters and trying to do the event at the same time. I'm kind of all over the place, so this video is a bit later than probably all of the other uh, videos that are out there right now, but if you guys do like this video and if you guys want to see me stream my grinds on YouTube instead of TikTok, which, yeah, please let me know down in the comments below, and I'll stream more on YouTube as well, just for all of my grinds and whenever I want to stream and stuff. So, but again, if you guys do like the video, please leave a like and subscribe and enjoy the video. Thanks. And then Hollow Knight. Wait, did I already get him? Oh. You just get him. Sick. Okay. Special. Nope. Anniversary. So what can you get from this? Dio is a 0.02%. Okay, that's not too bad. And a pity of 5,000. I don't have any more summon. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. There you go. And now next stage. Alright, going back. You just have the lizard on banner. I don't know. Oh my god, and I got him. I just have the... Oh my god, yeah, you just got the... How does he look? Oh my god, he's even better. He's even better. And he's full AoE. Oh my god. Taking damage. There you go. It's like, what the hell? I'm gonna go back to lobby very quickly. There you go.
Gohan still isn't thinking very clearly and attacks.
Alright, so this is the new map for the anniversary. I think it actually looks quite nice, to be honest. I think it really does look pretty good. That's all I really gotta have to, that's all I really gotta say for this, to be honest. You can see the evolves. Imagine you can evolve in here. No, it's just for looks. Okay. Oh. Alright, well, I'll get back to you guys when I am done with this. I just realized this goes up to wave 35. Alright then. Hopefully I can get Griffith down, please. Okay, there you go. Alright, I'm immediately gonna get Griffith down. Alright, I'm just gonna speed this up, to be honest, so... So it has been multiple hours since the last recording that I have done, but I'm just here to look at Dio, just see what he does because I still have not gotten him, but I am getting most of the units that I am going for at least. So there's that. But Dio, this unit has a menu that allows the player to select a status effect to apply on hit. Anytime this unit attacks on an enemy inflicted with a status effect, buff damage by 50% for 10 seconds. Then on takedown, spawns the defeated enemy as a summon with, I assume that's 50% of this unit's damage, and then grants immunity to status debuff. Which, thank God, hopefully he's, not doing, well, name intended, or pun intended, uh, he's not going to be able to be stunned, but here's his summons, which aren't doing, I thought it was 50%. Okay, it might be when I was not upgrading him. Um, and then when this unit is placed or swapped in, time stops all enemies on the map for 10 seconds. So then we have the status effects, which I don't know if you can do them all the time. I'm gonna assume so and just use all of them. Unless if it's just like you equip them one at a time, which that would make sense if it's one at a time. And then God arrives, which is basically his stand, and then he increases by 50% or like 100%, I think, which is crazy. And then he gains the ability above heaven, which time stops all enemies on the map for 10 seconds. Then increase damage for 50% for 90 seconds. Reduce the cooldown of above heaven by point, 0.2 seconds. Ah, yes. That's great. When this form is swapped in, increase damage for 50% for, yeah, 50% for 60 damage, or 60 seconds. Jeez, I cannot read right now. But he does very good damage, in my opinion. And then, of course, the time stop, which, well, they weren't even in his range, but they still get time stop. Oh, wait, it's just all enemies on the map. I thought it was in his range. I'm so used to enemies, like, oh, in their range, But definitely Dio is gonna be the one that's gonna get the Monarch from this video when I get to him. Because who knows if I'm gonna do this video before I get Dio or after I get Dio, depending on, how many units I get. But you've obviously seen in the video of like what units I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to review them at the very end and stuff with like the traits that I have on them. So yeah. So it's been a couple of hours and I think I want to get this video done for today. So yeah. Alright, so at the beginning I probably said that I had like a couple of other units. I am just gonna review Hollow Knight, Wander of You, and then Godzilla. I do have Hell Killer as well, but his quest is just taking a lot longer because oh my god, I can't deal with 5,000 right now. But yeah, we're gonna look at Hollow Knight, Wander of You, and Godzilla, and the first one that we're gonna look at is Hollow Knight. Now I know what Hollow Knight does a little bit because I was getting it shiny. Basically, he gains his souls by attacking, and then whenever he kills a enemy, it becomes a little shadow of the lost shade. He is a half AoE with his first upgrade until his fourth upgrade. He becomes a small circle. At upgrade 8, he becomes a very thin cone, which I don't very like it a lot, I guess to say it. And then he becomes a full AoE on his last upgrade, and he's doing 7.1, or he has an SPA of 7.1 seconds, Jesus, and then 191.96k damage. I think he's very good, and I recommend getting Monarch him on him as soon as you can. I think he is probably one of the best units besides Dio um, in the game right now. But that's basically that all of Hollow Knight does. There you go. I was trying to get words out. And then we got Wander of You. Now Wander of You was very interesting to me. Uh he basically does not attack, but he walks along the path all the way back there, and then instead of walking from the and then well he walks from the player base as it shows here towards the enemy spawn. The closer the enemies are to him, the higher the tier of Calamity that they are afflicted with. Calamity 1 is 70 range, deals 50% of this unit's damage. Calamity 2, 50% of, or 50 range, deals 100%. And then Calamity 3 is 15 range and then 300% of this unit's damage. And then on Evo, he gets target of Calamity. Whenever an enemy is hit by a Calamity 3, they stay at Calamity 3 for 30 seconds. So basically all that his range is like the little red, and then as much as they are through his circle here, he's still Calamity 3, and then he gets an upgrade of 378,000. I think you could also go for Monarch on him as well, which, I mean, why wouldn't you get Monarch on him as well? But I think out of the two, I think Hollow Knight's the better one to get Monarch with because he has his summons. So that's the only reason why I'm saying that. But if you don't want to get Hollow Knight, which he's free. I don't know why you wouldn't. I would say that Wander of You is a pretty good unit as well. So the next one, the one that I'm really excited about, is the Godzilla unit. And I did get his shiny as well. I think his shiny looks absolutely fabulous. I love it a lot. He's a full AoE on placement, and then with his passives, just a bunch of reading. But this unit has a radiation meter. When attacking or being attacked, it gains 2% radiation up to 100. Enemies within this unit's range takes 30% more damage from all DOT effects. On hit, inflicts burn equals to 50% of the current radiation meter value. And then King of Monsters. This unit has an active ability that can be charged by holding the button. Deal damage scales from 20% up to 400%, hitting all enemies in front of this unit. When the active is released, increase damage by half of the current radiation meter, and then resets the radiation meter to 0. So his third upgrade, he becomes a half cone, and then on his last upgrade, he becomes another full AoE. And then just for his ability, you can just hold charge it, and then he's gonna just be doing massive amount of damage. Which charging up does take a while. He does stop attacking when you are charging as well. And then release, and then his cooldown of 200 seconds. So yeah, that's basically all the units that I have. I will probably post another video when I get Dio over heaven, and yeah, so that's all I have for this video. Like I said, I'm sorry for being tired. Yeah, I'm just haven't been feel like making videos, and it's just been awkward making videos because I only have one monitor. I usually have three when I'm recording just to make sure that everything's good, and I don't have to keep switching tabs every time and missing something. So, but yeah, that's all the units. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll be back with Dio over heaven whenever I get him. Bye bye.